What's up, folks? How's it going? Let me get all situated here. You lit okay? Can you hear me all right? The camera's a little further away than normal. Hang on a second. What's up, Ian? What's up, Quandilius? Cloud? Great to see you. Eric, how's it going? What's been going on? So what, we hung out a little bit. Hey, Victor, what's up, buddy? We hung out, what, was it the day before, or was it Christmas Eve? And then, hey, Ryan, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, and then, I dropped the end of year list. So now we can kind of, reflect on that. I've got, like, a lot of stuff from my Christmas haul here. Hey, what's up, Walter? Gazzini, good to see you. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff here, Christmas haul, that I really want to show you. There's some pretty cool shit, folks. What's up, MTB? Hey, thanks, buddy. Yeah, the room's coming along well. You know, I was spending some time yesterday putting these shelves back together because I had gotten a bunch of stuff out to do that list, and I still wasn't totally settled in. And I realized kind of what part of what's keeping me from getting this room like 100% is I don't have room to grow. I talked about that when we were doing some of the live streams, like at the old house, and we were cleaning up the toy room, and I talked about how I like to have, what's up, Bong Man? How I like to have room to grow. Every time you reorganize the room, you want to keep in mind you're going to be bringing more stuff in. So that's what I need to do, and we need to figure out a way. I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just do an eBay store. I'm going to take a bunch of older figures. I'm going to pair them up with I'll sign one of these hockey pucks like I did with the Kickstarter, and I'll put stuff on there between 10 and 15 bucks plus shipping. I want to do it. I'm not trying to make a profit. I want it to be a good faith effort. Anybody that's interested, maybe I could hook you up with a piece of the collection. You know, we do each other a favor. Because then I make room in this toy room for the next phase. I mean, the stuff from like the next waves that we're starting to see, they look pretty excellent. I'm not gonna lie. Freeze, Catwoman, that blue Hush Batman looks a lot better than that first Hush Batman. Still doesn't look like the greatest figure, but I'm a sucker for the blue and gray. Sucker for the blue and gray. What's up, Marky? Yeah, Bongman, you got a small room for your collection. You're constantly running out of room, moving stuff around. Yes, that is, I think in my experience, it tends to be the one thing that kind of will keep me from getting the full, amount of enjoyment out of the hobby. You know what I mean? When you don't have space for each figure to really kind of shine, you're not really doing them any favors. You know what I mean? So I've got some Christmas presents. I've got some other things, not some presents to myself, basically. Some stuff came in the mail. So for one is this Warhammer Mega Fig that I got with the intention of using as a henchman. He kind of reminds me of the big machine gun henchman in Arkham Knight. So I'm gonna turn this guy into. I'll do a review. I'll try to record a review of this guy tomorrow. And eventually he's gonna be a henchman. My first instinct was I wanted to make him a penguin henchman. You know, because Penguin's got the armory, right? You know, he's gonna have a guy with armor and big guns and stuff. But then I thought about this guy's big armor plates and stuff, and how much fun that would be to Jokerize. You know, put that kind of chaotic Joker scribbles, ha ha ha, and maybe like a cartoon Batman head with an X through it. You know, some of that kind of goofy, like Ninja Turtle style stuff. Oh, Morky, that's a great idea. He could be used to make him into a Kingpin from Spider-Verse. Fun fact, that version of Kingpin, and in case you didn't know, that version of Kingpin from Spider-Verse was designed by Bill Sienkiewicz. That was used in the Frank Miller written, I think, right? Miniseries Elektra Assassin, which is super badass. So I think it's gonna be Joker, because now, I mean, I've got Bob the Goon, obviously, for Joker henchman. I'll have this guy with a big machine gun thing, and I'll come up with one more henchman. What's up, Sky Knight? How are you, my friend? So this guy, I'll review him. MTB, do I like Star Wars figures at all? When I was in middle school through high school, I collected Power of the Force 2, the 3 3/4 inch line. What's up, Evan? What's up, YH? I went hard on that Power of the Force line. And so I've just, as far as collecting Star Wars, I've been there, I've done it. Like I got all of the characters that I wanted, that I really cared about getting, and now I don't really have much of that collection left. I got rid of most of it. I've got some good. I've got like all the bounty hunters, and I've got some personal favorites, mostly aliens and stuff. But so yeah, when it comes to Star Wars, I've just kind of been there, done it, and I haven't had any sort of inkling to collect Star Wars, because it's such a deep rabbit hole. You know what I mean? And if I'm gonna keep it small, I have a hard time keeping it small even. If you're just gonna get a few characters, who are you gonna get? The droids make sense. That's a great little 1-2 right there, right? Or the bounty hunters or what have you. But then you start like oh, I want him. I want Hammerhead. I want Muftak and Cabe. I want Garindin, you know. Evan, how's it going? Yeah, I use figures as drawing reference for sure. You get that pose, and then you want to kind of look at it right to figure out the perspective, like how does the arm kind of foreshorten if it's coming at you, or whatever that is. Yeah, I use figs all the time, definitely. Perspective, for sure. You know, if you're getting a weird kind of point of view and you want to just kind of figure out. Finner, what's up? You've been working on oh yeah, I saw that, right? That you got the Arkham Asylum Joker and you're painting the pinstripes on it. It looks awesome. You posted that, right? Did I see that? Mark G. I don't know about Mr. Freeze. Should be and it could be any day. He could start showing up. So I'm gonna start diving into my Christmas haul. What do you think here? Is the lighting kind of weird in this? Let's see. Well, where to start? Oh, I know where I'm starting. Okay. No, not onto the Christmas presents yet, because I didn't show you. We got to talking about it. What I got was this. Is this, what is this? Jazzwares or Jack Specific? I can't remember. Where is it? Who makes this? No idea. Anyway, these have been around for a while, and I saw this on Amazon for 22 bucks, marked down from 45. And I'd walked by this in the store and stuff, and I was like, 45 bucks. It looks really cool, but I'm just not interested. And so I saw somebody posted, oh, this was 22 bucks on Amazon. Jumped on it right away. I was like, that's the price point. And so not even until I got it here in my hand that it was like, oh, this has lights on it, and this has, the working cockpit didn't surprise me, but the fact that you can open up the back there with the holochest table, the like crew quarters, you know. This is sweet. This has got like just the right amount of paint on it that it doesn't look cheap. This is awesome. Pretty stoked about this. So this will be something that just like goes to work. I'll take it to work. I've got a whole, like one of those blue bins back there full of figs that are going to the office. So that's gonna help me make some room in here. Sky Knight, you got Deathstroke, Talon, and Hush 2-pack. Cloud, did you just get the Gotham Knights Nightwing? That's a really fun figure. Puppyplex, great to see you. Oh, Evan, that's what's up. Grifter for 10 bucks. You can't beat that. All right. Let's start going through. Actually, okay, so let's start going through my Christmas haul here. And first up, this one is really embarrassing. First up, this is what I get for running my mouth about how I like Avatar now. This is what I get. Na'vi, bro. I'm going to Pandora, baby. Hell yeah. What's up? I'm about it. All right. This is what you get when you become a vocal fan of Avatar. People clown on you with this stuff. This is really actually hilarious. I think it's really funny. Okay, so this wasn't exactly a Christmas present. My girlfriend got me this advent calendar that's, look at this, 15 pairs of Batman socks. This was great. This was awesome. So you can open it up, you know, it wasn't 25, it was 15, you know, days, so it wasn't the whole month leading up, but this is awesome. Oh yeah, Scott Knight, that'll be the thumbnail with that. Absolutely. So this is great, and I mean the socks are pretty good, folks. Check out some of these options here. Classic, great, good deal. That's the long sort of dressy one, and then some of them were shorter ones. Look at this. Boom, short. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Can't beat that. And then some of them were like really silly, like just and they look like underoos kind of, which I'm here for it. Oh yeah, super detailed artwork on a sock. This was a great present. I really got a lot out of that. The only thing is it's too cold to wear the socks right now. These will be summertime socks where I wear them to work. Oh, and you know what? Because I have been on a big like James Cameron kick. she also got me this dope Aliens special edition. It's got the theatrical version, the director's cut. Solid, can't beat that. And this is all, we're going through all this stuff that my girlfriend got me. There had been a bunch of, like, in the lead up to Christmas, like a bunch of different stores, Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, had crazy clearance sales. And I teed her off I sent her a few different links, because if you've been watching some of my lives, I've been talking about, I'm stockpiling Marvel Legends and 6-inch scale figures to make some customs for the next comic book. Right. So if that sounds like what am I talking about? For this comic book I made, there's this fake toy ad, right? Well, the next issue is going to have even more characters. So I got to make a whole new crop of new characters. So I'm stockpiling Legends Black Series, G.I. Joes even, and some vehicles. So I had her get me a few 6-inch figures that were like $6 each. But they also had this Super 7 Toxic Crusader. This is the like glow in the dark color change version. This was like $14. So I sent her the link to this too. And this is the first Super 7 figure I've ever gotten. I might open this up in a bit. Maybe I'll open this up on camera actually here. I'm stoked about this. I had this toy. This is kind of a remake of the Toxic Crusader. The Toxic Crusaders was the name of the Saturday morning cartoon, but it was based off of Toxic Avenger, which was an old Troma movie. This was a really fun toy line back in the day. Had some wild, crazy characters with wild sculpts. Really awesome. I'm gonna open this up in a bit. And she got me this, which I read. It's not very good. It's not very good. But it's. I mean, this is solid. I was really wanting to read this, wanting to pick this up, and I'm stoked to have it. But I read it, and it's not good. It's not good, folks. Not that the original was good. There were two, way back in the day, there were the two different spin-offs. The one that Frank Miller wrote was the better one. I think I plagiarized some of the old Frank Miller Batman Spawn crossover, because I did this is how long ago the old Batman Spawn came out. I did a report about Roanoke in elementary school. And I basically plagiarized part of that Frank Miller book. It was like a diorama, and it wasn't like, and it just had some text on there, and I kind of cribbed some of the writing from that. Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I hate to say it, but Todd's digital inking isn't doing Greg's work any favors. A lot of it feels a little sloppy. Ugh. I mean, especially just because, like, that last death metal series that Capullo did, man, that series was ridiculous. But man, the artwork, Greg was shredding it. And yeah, seeing this come up after, it didn't feel quite as strong. Okay. And then she also got me this book. I've been wanting this for a long time. This is a collection of It's an art book that collects a bunch of Mondo posters that were all animated series themed. And the posters were all themed around episodes of the show. So it's got the poster, and it's got, you know, concept kind of art and stuff. And they all have kind of this retro style look. Really, this is such a cool book. I mean, the art in here is really amazing. Oh, I love this one. I love this one. Scarecrow one. That's great. Let's keep going. There go some others. This one is dynamite. I've been wanting to track this down on eBay, but it's hundreds of dollars. The real poster of this. That's so freaking good. Really brilliant. Hey, Sam Tao, good to see you, buddy. What else we got? Here's a great one. I love the way that this looks like a kind of Hardy Boys book. That was a great episode too. The one with the kids. I was looking for I can't remember which one I was looking for in particular. Oh, well, obviously this one. I mean, that's about as classic as you get right there. And where was the one? I know I had. Oh, I know which one it was. Hang on, let's find it. Here it is. That's so dope. Anyway, this is super cool. It's Batman the Animated Series, the Phantom City Creative Collection. Mondo. If you know Mondo, they make, you know, limited edition posters in vinyl, and they sell out in seconds and go for very high prices on eBay. And then finally, I haven't opened up this yet. This is a book called Dream of the Bat, and it's a collection of bootleg Batman comics. I saw him looking at this book on Cartoonist Kayfabe, which is a great YouTube channel. But so I haven't looked at this yet. We'll have to do a deep dive into this. This is gonna be pretty interesting. And then finally, this was a present to myself. Nobody bought me this. Nobody loves me this much. Some of you saw it already. I ordered the day it was Christmas Eve, and I had been. If you've been watching, you know, some of the game streams I was doing recently, I was saying, like, I was trying to hold out for at least one price drop for the next gen consoles, but my PS4 and my Xbox One are both day one models. And the PS4 is finally really crapped out. It's doing this thing where it keeps losing the connection to the controller and won't regain connection. I have to do like a hard reboot in safe mode to get the controller reconnected. And not only does the controller stop connecting, but the whatever's playing, whatever app is playing, whether it's a game or if it's a game, the game crashes. If it's a streaming app, it freezes for some reason. It's really just kind of about to totally crap out. So I pulled the trigger. I was on the wait list on Amazon for a while, for more than a month, and nothing there. And it was Christmas Eve, and I was like looking, and I just happened to see they were saying kind of the best place right now is the PlayStation Store directly. So, yeah, I ordered it, and it showed up today. It's in there right now, transferring all my data, downloading some games. I had Miles Morales already, so that automatically upgrades to the PS5 version for free, which is awesome. And if I had Death Stranding for PS4, and if you bought that for PS4, then it's only $10 to get the director's cut, the Death Stranding director's cut, which I have not played yet, and I'm really stoked because man, Death Stranding is kind of I think it's one of my all-time favorite games, honestly. Should we check this out? This is the first Super 7 figure I have ever held in hand, I believe. I think this will be interesting. Hey, Whacker, what's up, buddy? Mark G, what's the samurai game? Is that Ghost of Tsushima, or is there a different samurai game? I need to figure out, even though my PS4 is dying, I need to figure out a way to get that thing kind of stabilized, because, I mean, it's not I know it's not a huge deal, but my PS4 has PT on it. The Silent Hills demo, which is kind of a endangered species because it was taken off the PS Store after Kojima left Konami. Fantastic packaging, really nice. It looks really great all the way around. Really wonderful colors and stuff. This is cool. You know, most of the time whenever I see a Super 7 figure, it's because the pre-orders are open, and you know, those figs don't come out for like a year, man. I feel like I rarely see people with these things actually in hand. They're always just showing those renders, you know, when the pre-orders go up. Yeah, Evicted, man. Silent Hills, that game would have been really fantastic. They did a good job copying it with the past 2 Resident Evil games. Those were really fun. 7 especially was scary as shit. 8, I think Village was more fun to play. I played through that game more often, but man, 7, I like it more as a game. Just it's scarier, and the setting, I like the setting more. All right, here we go. This is Toxic Avenger, or the Toxic Crusader was the show, but Toxic Avenger is how I know him from the Troma movie. But I do remember this was a weird time. They were making weird cartoons out of R-rated genre movies. I mean, Attack of the Killer Tomatoes, that was a low budge kind of horror comedy movie. One of the legs here is pretty stiff, so I might need to put some heat on this guy. Feels all right. I don't know if I mean, because these things tend to run like 50 or so bucks, right? Or maybe more sometimes. I don't know if it feels like that kind of a premium. I mean, all the accessories are nice. The paint is pretty nice on it, but as far as the way the plastic kind of feels, the paint kind of looks like it's laid on there really heavy. I mean, this is fun. This is just exactly what that old toy looked like, but kind of brought into the new generation. And these are the exact like accessories that the old toy had. If you know the story, this guy was a janitor, right? So he's got this mop, and then he was hit with some toxic waste, and he became this super muscled, deformed guy, and that's who he is. And the old toy, it had this mop, but with the flag on it. But the flag was of the old toy. It was just a sticker that you wrapped around and stuck to itself. So this is actually a little plastic piece. That's kind of fun. So he's got an alternate head. This one's without the bandana, so I don't need that. He's got these little grenades that look like they're gonna clip to his bandolier here. Let's see. Now, this is also authentic to the original toy. He had these grenades. That look like little, toxic waste barrels. Lots of eco-themed shows in the 90s, like Captain Planet. This was a show about toxic waste and mutants. Hey, Tank Coat, how's it going? Here's his shield, which is just a big splat thing, and it's got like it looks like it's a pipe, like it's made out of an old like sewer pipe. The shield I don't know. He also comes with this little mucus guy, this little character here. Bleh. And that guy pops on his little peg here. I think he's supposed to. I don't think this is in the right place. Here we go. This is part of the problem. Here we go. There we go. So he's got his buddy on his shoulder there. I mean, this is pretty fun. And this is pretty fun. And I guess the color change feature is that he for one, he glows in the dark. And then also, if you put him in the sunlight, he turns all like red and splotchy. So that'll be kind of cool. This is pretty awesome for 14 bucks. That, you know, even though it's not like a character that I totally loved, I had this toy as a kid. I remember it, and this is a fun like recreation with all the old accessories and everything. It's pretty fun. I'm happy with this, knowing that this was 14 bucks. That's a great deal. What's up, Cool Puppets? Yeah, so it sounds like Todd is going to $22.99. Is that right? Is that the new price? I'm not surprised. I mean, not the end of the world. I'm starting to get more picky and choosy just for like space. And you know what? Like, so I was talking about it for weeks and weeks, right? That I was wanting to do that review of where is he? I don't even know where he is now. Powering the last of the Starro Build-A-Fig wave. And I finally, on Christmas Day, opened it just so I could put the Starro together and take a picture of it on the tree. And you know what? I don't want to review Power Ring. I don't care about that toy, really. I don't. It's a lesser version of Parallax, and I only got him just to get that Starro. And then Starro, as far as being a Build-A-Fig, you know, he's a rubbery guy. He's very cool, hefty and big, but he doesn't move that much. He's just, you know, a bendy wire thing. Do we need a review? Probably not. I can't get motivated to do it. I just don't care enough. And that, I think, is telling me that I'm just gonna start getting a little bit more picky and choosy. And we'll go through periods where I'm getting the whole wave and all the Build-A-Figs and everything. But like right now, for example, the fact that they've got that blue and gray Hush Batman coming out and that Dracula Batman coming out, it's the same Hush body that we've already seen like twice already, right? Why? I don't need to get those. You guys don't need to see reviews of those. And yeah. I mean, the reviews, I'm less interested in doing them, and I can tell when I watch that review back, I'm like, man, I really didn't give a shit about this figure, and this video is not fun to watch. So let's not sweat it. Do you want to see some of my honorable mentions from my end of the year list? I think we should let's look at some of these. Hang on. All right. This won't be all of the honorable mentions. There were a few that I don't have anymore. Like Godspeed was actually one of the best figures of the year. You know, like personally, I know everybody loved Azrael. He wasn't on my short list of top figs. It's a great figure, just not quite close to being one of my favorites. And you know, you guys know me. I gotta kind of make. I want my list to be kind of weirdly, uniquely my list. I don't want to just be putting the same ones that everybody else is gonna include. So you know, I'm trying to come at it kind of from the side a little bit and put some unique choices on there. One of the ones that was on the list for a minute and then it got pushed out. And I know a lot of people didn't love it, but Clayface. This fig's great. It's not perfect. You know, it's got like some hollow pieces, and you know, he doesn't have a huge articulation range. Some of this piece kind of rides up there. You gotta, you know, pull this soft middle part down and stuff. But I love this dude. I really like, and he's similar to Man Bat to me, in that it seems like, for the most part, the animated series kind of design brought to realistic form. You know, for this, the silhouette, it's not exactly right with the head, you know, in the cartoon, his head's up here. But the mouth and the teeth are similar. Everything else, the way the ripples in here, the faces and stuff, I liked it. I know he looks like shit. He looks like actual poop. But I think this dude's really fun, and he's just fun to interact with other figures. His hands are shaped just right, sized just right to hold other characters. You can have guys like jumping all over him and stuff. I really like Clayface. And another one that was on the list, just barely got pushed out, is the crab suit. Really, the main reason I didn't go with the crab suit is it's just like a little too specific. It's like the nautical theme. I'm not gonna actually use this for what do you call it? Like any actual scenes, like shelf scenes. You know what I mean? Like what water scenes am I gonna have? Maybe if I had an Aquaman and stuff, but I don't care enough about that to do it. Oh yeah, Victor's saying that Anthony's Customs had Clayface and Titan Joker on his worst list. Yeah, I don't know if that guy actually likes toys. So one thing that is really great about this is that it, obviously you got the walking crab kind of aspect of it, but it can also get kind of with the legs kind of back, and let me see here. Can we do it? I mean, he's not quite a transformer or anything. I mean, but when you get them all kind of in swimming mode, it's not exactly right, but you get the idea. With this propeller on the thing, the two different working hatches. I don't know if this open. The hatch in the top, like the playability is really, really high. And being able to put a guy in there, it's pretty dope. But it just comes down to I'm not gonna use that. The mech suit, the amp suit from Avatar. I mean, you can come up with reasons to use a mech suit all day, but a nautical, an underwater vehicle, hard to, yeah, hard to justify. That's what it came down to mostly for me. What is next? Hey, peace out, cool puppets. So, okay, so here's the next one, and man, I know this one, a lot of people didn't care for this dude, but I think Arkham Knight is killer. Really one of the most fun figures to play with all year. And extra little stuff like the straps here that you can have some fun with. Just the fun factor for me was really high with this one. And what it ultimately came down to is, for one, everybody I've ever seen has loose ankles, including mine. The ankles are very loose, which, I mean, I can get around, I can get past that because like I got I got the magic touch, right? I can get him to stand up. But when you compare the ankles and the oh, I see, this guy's a fucking loser. Where did I do this? He didn't have the paint, right? He didn't have the like urban camo from the characters. Paint scheme, you know, the color scheme in the game, and the helmet too. You know, it doesn't have the blue. You could see a little bit of the blue here, but it's just not. It doesn't. There's a little bit of blue. It's those two things, the ankles and the paint deco not being there. I just couldn't put them on the list, you know what I mean? No, that's the thing. These guns don't come with it, Puppyplex. These are all this came with it, this grappling hook, which I really love. And these are from the weapons pack, but he just looks sick with any accessories. I really wish I could have put this guy on the list. I loved it. And on to another surprise one for me. I didn't expect to really love this guy, but Infected Batman is just tons of fun. And as far as like the look, the sculpt, the way his, I mean, it's just killer, man. The sculpted ankles and elbows, or ankles and wrists, the way his fabric's all bunched up in here. This guy is sick. I really wasn't expecting to like him because I thought the color scheme was a little too like garish, and he didn't quite feel like, because I really like the Infected Superman, and I was like, oh great, this will be kind of a companion for him. And then I saw it and I was like, meh. But then in hand, it's just really, really, really fun. The long kind of gangly arms and legs, they really give him a cool look next to the other figures. Really great hands. This guy's a winner. This guy's a winner. And then the last one I've got here is the Arkham Knight Scarecrow. And really it came down to paint. The paint apps on this were, I mean, they were just too monochromatic and just not there at all. Like a good example is like how if you see this guy in the game, his pants are torn and you can see his leg under here. That's what this big flap thing is. His pants torn and his leg is exposed. There's just nothing there. It's just brown. Everything's one color. And this is the amber variant, but the black, the normal retail version was just this with black. There wasn't any more paint on it. But they had so many great little things. He got the noose around his neck, the way all these canisters here with the hoses, those being soft, rubbery, and moving when you bend them, and then of course the leg brace. I mean, this leg brace is so awesome. Really, really well done. But just the paint makes him look a little too boring. I am looking forward to giving this guy a little bit of contrast. I'm not going to go and do a full-blown paint job, but I will hit some of these straps and stuff just so it's a little less like monochrome, right? Scott Knight, you liked that Anti-Crisis Wonder Woman. I almost picked it up, man. Wouldn't that be such a cool thing though if they did? I mean, if they could do 12-inch just gold, basically blown up versions of these figures, so you could have that Hall of Justice, the statues, you know what I mean, of the Justice League. Oh, Tom, you know, the Infinite Frontier Robin, that was maybe kind of in the running for my list as well for a moment. And so was actually, believe it or not, Dark Knight Returns Carrie Kelly Robin. That figure is just fun to play with. It's one of those where it's like when I first got it, I'm like, yeah, whatever. But then I just kept wanting to pick it up and pose it. So there we go. That's my Christmas haul. Those are my honorable mentions. Anything else cool? Put my hoodie back up on here. Probably start wrapping up here because my games should be finishing downloading on my PS5. Oh wait, actually, should I? What can I do here for? I should hold some shit up for a thumbnail, right? This will be my thumbnail. Hey, this is me. I'm talking about all the cool stuff I got. Look at me. Watch my show. This will be my thumbnail. Great. Thanks for humoring me in that. So my thought is, damn it. Well, I had to order a new camera, a new PlayStation camera, because of course the PlayStation 4 one doesn't have the same connection thing. They have this program where they'll send you a free adapter for your PlayStation camera, but only if you have PlayStation VR, which I don't have, so asked out on that. So I ordered a new camera. So hopefully it shows up tomorrow. If it shows up tomorrow, that'd be great. And then tomorrow night we do a game stream. If not, then maybe Sunday night or something we'll have to do a game stream. And what should we play? I want to play Death Stranding, but I've got Miles Morales. So yeah, Victor, I see you. See me? I see you, Victor. Yeah. Burnt Toast, what are my top 5 releases ever from McFarlane? That's a good question. I don't know if I don't have the answers for it today, but that is something I might consider answering in the future. So, oh, I also got that Shredder's Revenge game, which I haven't played yet. Although I'd rather play the the Turtles collection than, I mean, Shredder's Revenge looks really fun, but I want to play those old games. What's up, Hawk Photos? Hey, thanks, buddy. We're just wrapping it up here. This live stream will be archived. So if you want to see what you missed, we went through my whole Christmas haul, and I showed off some of the honorable mentions from my best of the year list. And yeah, I'll see you guys here in the next couple of days. We'll be hanging out again before the holiday break is over. Oh yeah, 2023. I hope it's great. Man, I hope we get Watchmen so bad, folks. Can you imagine if Todd made an owl ship? Oh, that'd be amazing. Hey, appreciate that, Burnt Toast. If you just started watching the channel, check my homepage, and I've got some playlists, and one of the playlists is like shelf tours and things that aren't just reviews. That are kind of a little bit more general, you know, they're not specific old figure from 3 years ago. You can see some stuff where I go through my shelves and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, check that out if you haven't already. Appreciate you guys. Sky Knight's posting the his Discord. Go hang out there. Keep the conversation going. Oh, Sam V for Vendetta. Man, if we could get some Vertigo stuff, I would die. I would absolutely. I'd croak. I don't think it's going to happen, man, but that'd be awesome. It'd be really cool. I mean, yeah, Sandman. Which he'll never do. He's never going to do Sandman. Hey, Black Diamond, good to see you, buddy. You doing all right? we're just closing it up for the night. Good to see you, Whacker Maker. Pock photos. Yeah, I'm glad you like the posing sessions. We'll get back to those too. I hit a run, and part of it was because this room was so damn cluttered and overloaded. What's up, Xterra? Great to see you, buddy. Love seeing that avatar when you show up there. Whenever you speak, should I put my? Let's put my link there. Xterra is rocking this avatar that they got from my Gumroad page. There's a bunch of free art in there, including my comic. The comic is still up there for free. You can get the whole thing, all 32 pages. Oh, what's up, Pickle Brick? All right, guys. Now we're really calling it. Great to see you all, and I'll talk to you all soon. Peace out. Have a great night.